Tim, when's the last time you bought a car or a truck?
4 years ago.
Tim, when you bought that vehicle, did you have to negotiate with the dealership in order to get yourself a fair price?
Absolutely,
Good price?
of course.
How much fun was it, Tim?
I had fun.
You know what? You're unusual, okay? But I figured, I sort of thought you were. Most people don't like the negotiating process. I can see that you do. Most people find it a waste of time. And quite frankly, it's the part of the sales process or the purchase process that Americans have labeled as the most distasteful for like 77 years in a row.
Right.
Tim, things have changed, okay? And all the changes that have taken place are good for the consumer. And I might also add that all the changes that have taken place have been forced upon the industry. It wasn't like we wised up. We have to do it because of the massive movement to online shopping. Look, you like to negotiate, but it was a fight, wasn't it?
Sure.
Okay, you probably had to get to the sales manager, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, you knew what you were doing. I'm going to tell you this time, Tim, you don't have to do that. What you had to fight for in the past, you now get before you get here, because if you don't get it, you don't get here. And that's the pre-discounted price. Now, you saw the price of the Raptor online, correct?
Yep.
You didn't just shop our store.
No, of course.
You probably used the consolidators and you found the best priced Raptor you could find, which is what you're supposed to do. But let me ask you a question. Do you remember how much the Raptor was discounted?
No, I don't. No idea.
Okay.
Just the bottom line.
Exactly. It was discounted from what KBB says the vehicle should be retailed for. It was discounted $3,444. Now that $3,444 is what you would have had to fight for a couple years ago. Now you got it as a gift. You were a winner before you ever stepped foot on our lot, because if you hadn't been a winner, you wouldn't have stepped foot on our lot. Now, this takes place industry-wide. I mean, every dealer is having to play by the same rules. We've taken it one step further, because you're probably wondering, is that the best we can do on this vehicle?
Of course.
Right?
Of course I'm wondering.
And if you're not wondering that, you're wondering if somebody else could do any better, even though you couldn't find it the first time. But hey, that's your job. I'm going to put in writing that not only is a good price, it's a great price, and it's the best price we can do. And I'm also going to let you know it's the best price you're going to find on that Raptor anywhere on the planet, because we're going to give you a best value guarantee. In writing, Tim, look, once you take delivery today, you're going to be jacked out of your mind. But if you want to, slow down a bit, take 5 days, search the world over for a similar Raptor, and find one. And if you do find one that is less money, and it's got the same benefits we offer, show us the internet site, and we'll cut you a check back for the difference. Any dealer ever told you that before?
No, absolutely not.
Hey, Tim, you ain't got to worry about paying too much for that Raptor. You got a great price in order to get you here. Let's go check it out and make sure it's the right vehicle.
I like it. How often does that happen?
What do you mean?
How often does that conversation happen in a dealership?
Should be with every customer.
It should be with
Does
every
every-
single customer, but does it? No. I wasn't born yesterday, okay?
You weren't?
Well, see, let me ask you a question. Most of these cars online is marked at $300 or $3,500 less than what's on the sticker. Is that correct? And that's the best thing you can. Honestly, I think it's the best thing you do is just take the customer straight to that window sticker and try to start from over there.
I don't disagree, but if you remember, I'm going to play some of these back. I asked Tim a question, and I absolutely think you should ask every one of your customers the same question. Do you remember how much the discount was? How many are going to actually remember?
No way.
Very, very few. Very few.
I remember the bottom number.
They remember the bottom number, and you know what? To them, that's their new starting number.
Yep,
We got to get them off that. It ain't a starting number, because is the size of a discount, does that affect the perception of whether it's a good deal or not? Absolutely yes. I completely agree. The best way to do it, it's easy on a new car, but let me ask you
Or a
this:
pre-owned car.
are there prices on your pre-owned cars?
Yes.
Okay, then
That's the law in state of New Jersey.
okay. What? It's not the internet price, is it?
No. Asking price.
That's a beautiful thing.